We can go to war and see who make it out. Earn your stripes, dog, you with us or not. We can get it on when it's on, it don't never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy, you on holy ground. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war, let's see who make it out. It's a problem, tell them pop off. I die for, I let my colors fly, boy. For a nigga take me, they a drop dead. AR, clean them up like a mop head. Stay cool, he bad, he really so tough. They like, damn, look what he did to Billy go rough. Little bitch think she Kiki Palmer, silly hoe. She know I'm that bull, but I ain't from Philly though. From the city where they sing about that ribbon like Petty Poops. Know them niggas plotting, gotta deal with me. Can't catch me slipping, got to steal with me. Just left Alabama, bought a chopper from some hillbilly move. He made my life feel the blade. Leave them all bruised, come through like a plague. Rebel off the leash like a dog out the cage. Call me Johnny Blaze, I'm Run West May. Watch your step get stretched like a limousine. So my brother bring that blade back wet, that's my enemy. Little nigga, this that cult, need to talk. Niggas know I got blood in my cup, I just sip it like it's grenadine. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war, let's see who make it out. Earn your stripes, dog, you with us or not. We can get it on when it's on, it don't never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy, you on holy ground. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war, let's see who make it out. Tell them niggas good night, here come the bitch. Look, told them niggas get right or get left. UPK, bad man, I pin to your flesh. Hellboy, rip the soul out of dead man. Shit, got the rate, the power, I been the showstopper. Yeah, they might hate, but I know they gon' watch. Zone on lock, and you know the flow prop. Iced out, got the drip out of David Jones lock. Know I got the plan, they say that you the man. No shit, Sherlock, I'm the one you heard about. Burn down the building, let them all watch. Throw that one west up, then I swear. Sick with this shit, I do not need a detox. He don't watch a step, blow him out them Reeboks. We taking over, I'm sending the word out. Can't see me, little nigga, I put you in a bird box. Look, it's One West practical, gladiator, maximal. Creep on them slow, but that Glock 5 rapid. All I want is more power, more straps to blow. Ain't got excuse for no car, he gon' have to go. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war, let's see who make it out. Earn your stripes, dog, you with us or not. We can get it on when it's on, it don't never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy, you on holy ground. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war, let's see who make it out.
Back roll.
Send my bro a kite quick. Times of war, we ain't forget about you. Keep your light lit. Rappers can't see, most of them scared to witness. Go on, close your eyes, there's one right here for the trenches. Bad bitches, natural hair or extensions. Hood niggas that'll probably grip like some dentures. Brothers on them fences, 23 and 1 out. Praying that that commissary hit before it run out. Bitches on the gram, dog filter with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they found the dugout. Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My co-captain, riding on these whole rappers, my hoes fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury, I got 2 jets. If I can't make it through for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses. After the war, just to count our losses. It's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Gun on my waist, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the swab in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the swab in my whole life. My whole life. It's so melodic. When I be dropping this ebonics, this ghetto phonics, it got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you could find me somewhere probably folding this paper origami. My name is pure as the Dasani, my wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Ricky Bobby. I made a deal with the Reaper, got a couple wives, they some keepers. Talk a lot of shit, but you can't walk a mile in my sneakers. Bitches go to Miami, come home with change features. Now she got a BBL, her ass fatter, trying to show up all them niggas that laughed at her. Now when they see her, they only wanna fuck her. They just wanna touch her, they don't wanna cuff her. They just wanna come and kick it with her like a punter. Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fenty on her face, but it's not concealing the pain, it's a shame. That's why I'm in the hood like some rap snacks. I know niggas kill you and your mama for a scat pack. Dark tint, matte black, they do it for half that. Had you like 90s Missy in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time slow. This that guy flow, this that shit that rappers die for. This that uncut Taha Wall straight from Pablo Escobar. I be at the bar like Moscato. They think it's effort, but no, this that block work. Make the countermeasures, take pleasures, making an op hurt. Lightest in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work at speed jump can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. It can't, the streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart grip my bow tie. Waiting on the squab in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart grip my bow tie. Living in the squab in my whole life. My whole life.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my taxes. Yes, you said so. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known, America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, saved facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting, the trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angels, be ready to rap. Cracking the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be, slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized.
and sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is dish served cold, I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. That was designed fast for our babies to pass through. And the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
Someday you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Hey, Shalom, Lord and Christ, Salaki Aban, can you hear me? I'm not sure if. Oh, I plugged in the other mic. Bear with me. And audio. Check. Oh, yeah. Salaki Aban, can you hear me?
Canada one can.
Almost on Christ. All right, we're running a bit late. As you know, we're gonna go into the book of Proverbs. So we're gonna go into Proverbs, the 10th chapter. Any questions, whether on topic or off topic, just ask your questions and we'll get to them. And we're gonna start from the book of Proverbs, chapter 10 and verse 1. That's lucky. Go ahead, Aban, whenever you're ready.
Canada one can. Proverbs chapter 10 verse 1. The Proverbs of Solomon. A wise son maketh a glad father.
A wise son makes a glad father. So lucky, go ahead.
Canada one can. But a foolish son is heaviness of his mother.
All right, so Haban, break this down for me.
Canada one can. Like a wise son or a good son would make their father proud. You see that in the world all the time. Whenever you do something good, your father's going to be proud. But a foolish son, so if someone was selling drugs, they're going to bring problems. They're going to bring problems to their household. So they're going to make their mother sad. Like when someone gets caught for selling drugs, they're going to come home, come to the house, and the mother's going to be all flustered because she's a woman, and obviously that's bringing problems to the home.
That's right. And what you'll find that is both these sons, what their actions affects their families in different ways. So a good son, your family will love you and whatnot, and a terrible son, you bring shame on your whole family. Listen, everybody knows them sons where your parents have to move house because your sons have made enemies and got into the wrong things and whatnot. That's someone that brings their mother to heaviness. Imagine your mother brought a house, paid the mortgage, and now she can't even stay there. She has to move house. Why? Because of you. Whereas a wise son don't put their parents through that. A wise son stays out of trouble, works hard, makes wise decisions. That's what a wise son does. Another gets involved in crime, drugs, makes reckless choices. And there's nothing worse than someone making reckless choices. Sometimes you see a mother and you look at a mother and you ask her about her son and she won't even answer. You say, "Oh, how's your son doing? I went to school with him." She'll be like, "Shh." That's a mother that's brought to heaviness so much that she's ashamed to even say that you're a son and all of those. Listen, usually your father will cut you off before your mother, man. Once your mother becomes ashamed of you, that's how you know you've gone too far, man. Usually a mother, a mother's love is quote unquote unconditional, man. You should let you get away with everything. Now, father, no, he ain't letting you get away with none of that, man. You want to be a wise son to your parents. You want your parents to understand, like, all right, my children are wise. Listen, you want your parents to know that they ain't gonna be here forever, and you're so wise that when they're not here, they know that you're gonna make wise decisions. Imagine being an elderly parent, man, close to death, and you got foolish kids, and you're looking like, oh, imagine what they're gonna do with the inheritance. How are they gonna survive in this world when I'm the one that barely controls them, and now I'm not here to tell them what. Listen, your parents will die quicker that way, man, worrying about the problems that you're going to cause and the problems that you cause them. You want to be so wise that your parents can be like, all right, my kids can handle it. I'm all right. Yes, Lucky, go ahead.
Khan, verse 2. Treasures of wickedness profit nothing, but righteousness delivereth from death.
Break that down for me.
Khan. The money or the riches or whatever you get from doing evil, it's nothing to the Lord, but righteousness delivers you from death, so from spiritual death.
Not spiritual death. Righteousness delivers you from actually being put to death. So righteousness delivers you from prison, delivers you from every place where you're not supposed to be. It delivers you from a horrible life. Like, say, for instance, this is what righteousness delivers you from. Righteousness delivers you from getting AIDS, man, and all of those kind of things. Now, if you're out here just dealing with every woman you can find, listen, that's in a post where a man said, how much BBWs can you deal with in 30 days? I said, God damn. He said, how much BBWs can it? BBWs means what? Big black women or something. Big bone women, I think it's big bone women in it. Because how much BBWs can he deal with in 30 days? Is he gonna be alive in 30 days if he does that, man? Like, righteousness delivers you from certain things. Like, there's certain sicknesses that we ain't supposed to know about, but we know about them. Why? Because we do things that ain't righteous and we don't get delivered from them. So we smoke so much, we end up with cancer. Sleep around so much, we end up with AIDS. Eat so much pork, we end up with diabetes and all of those kind of things. Now, we're not being delivered from death because obviously our actions ain't righteous. Yes, Lucky, go ahead.
Khan. The Lord will not suffer the soul of the righteous to famish, but he casteth away the substance of the wicked.
What does that mean?
The Lord won't cause, if you're righteous, he won't meet. If you're righteous and following the laws, you won't famish, so you won't like hunger, but he casteth away the substance of the wicked. So whatever the wicked is making, he's gonna cast it away. So he's gonna make it.
So all right. So you half on it. So when it says the Lord will not suffer the soul of the righteous to famish means like to be poor and to not have. But the Lord is saying he's gonna give the righteous what they need. Now, the Lord giving the righteous what they need ain't always talking about money. So now the Lord will give the righteous what they need, which is, good health or whatever the Lord sees fit to give us. So now we need good health. The Lord will give us those things. We might not be physically rich like the wicked. They make all of this kind of money. But then the Lord can remove all of that, man. The Lord can remove all of that. So when you look at both verses, the Lord will give us what we need, which, long life, health, and then the righteous might have money, but then the Lord will remove all of that from them, and he can remove all of that by what? Taking away the stuff that he gives to us. Meaning the Lord can give us good health, and that man that made money off of being evil, the Lord can take away his health. The Lord ain't understand this. You might see that they've got more than you now, but they're not living a better life than you. They think they are. They think they're living a better life than you then, but they're not, man. All they're doing is buying the superficial things and all those kind of things. It don't last long. Listen, man, there's drug dealers and murderers that's in jail now that when they was on road, the Ford Escort was the thing, man. Nowadays, a Ford Escort, you drive a Ford Escort, no one even looks at that. Once upon a time, that was the thing. So yeah, everything that they buy, you feel like, oh man, he's got that car and I wish I could afford it. And honestly, in a couple of months, in a couple of years, that car's worth nothing, man. That's lucky. What verse you at?
Verse 4.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Khan of the one Khan. He becometh poor that dealeth with a slack hand, but the hand of the diligent maketh rich.
All right, what does that mean?
Is slack hand like laziness?
Yes.
Oh, so obviously if you're lazy, you're going to be poor. So if you like,
yes,
if you do your job to a poor standard or don't, do stuff to a poor standard, you're not going to get where you want to be.
Yes. And in here, if you got a slack hand, you ain't getting no rent, man. It's just how it goes. In here, if you got a slack hand, you're lazy. You don't want to come to class. You don't want to do nothing you're supposed to do. You don't want to come to camp. You don't want to do nothing you're supposed to do. That's fine. You can stay there with your slack hand. But the brother that's out there, diligent, is gonna pass you, man. And it's only right. If you're out there lazy with a slack hand, you ain't gonna get nothing. And you can tell a man with a slack hand, he makes excuses for why he's nothing, why he ain't became nothing in life, man. There's some people that sit on their lazy ass all day, man. Sit on their lazy ass all day and complain about, oh, I want that car. You ain't getting that car, man. You got a slack hand, man. You want that house and you ain't getting that house. You got a slack hand. You have to look at it like this. There's two employees. There's one that works, one that does overtime, one that actually learns the job and wants to do the job. Then a man that just comes to work late every day. Sometimes doesn't call, sometimes don't even call and just doesn't turn up to work. Raban, which one are you going to give the promotion to? No, I mean, not Raban. Haban, you got which one are you going to give the promotion to?
The one who's in on time and doing the work.
There you go. If I was running a business and a man's got a slack hand, he's not going to be he's not going to have a job tomorrow. Right. You can have that slack hand. Go do that with your mom. You go have that slack hand in your mom's house. You ain't doing that around me, man. In life, sometimes stop being lazy. Like there's a difference between laziness and tiredness. You know, when there's a big difference between laziness and this is the difference between laziness and tiredness. Tiredness is you're so tired you physically can't do it, and laziness is you can do it but you're just so lazy you don't want to do it. Like a man saying, "Oh, I can't be asked to do that today," and it's something he physically can do. That's laziness. Now, a man that's finished the night shift and is falling asleep, that's tiredness. There's a man that sleeps all night and wakes up in the morning and doesn't have a job and makes every excuse to not do nothing. Imagine not having a job and making every excuse to not do nothing. Like how do you not do nothing with your life and make it an excuse to do more of nothing? You've been doing enough nothing and you're making an excuse to do more of nothing. In life, you can't have a slack hand because you won't get far. I'm telling you, I've seen it. Having a slack hand will get you nowhere in life. So now, what will happen is you have a slack hand and you won't progress in life. And the man who works and does what he's supposed to do, he will progress in life, man. So, lucky, go ahead.
Khan of the one Khan. He that gathereth in summer is a wise son, but he that sleepeth in harvest is a son that causeth shame.
Break that down for me, man, Haban, because this is a ton of people.
You got to seize the opportunity, even in the summertime where it's hot. You got to seize the opportunity to get where you need to be.
There you go. Exactly, man. Harvest is what when it's popping, man. Sometimes you have to seize the opportunity, man. While it is, niggas be seizing the opportunity in the wrong thing. Niggas be seizing the opportunity with the woman's on the rebound. The fight when it comes to that, they not to seize the opportunity. They know this woman's come out of a relationship 2 days ago. She's on the rebound. They not to seize the opportunity. But now they know when harvest is when it comes to that. but everything else they don't know when harvest is. Listen, man. If we put into this what we put into everything else, triple take off overnight, man. That's lucky. Go ahead.
Khan of the one Khan. Blessings are upon the head of the
read verse 5 for me again, Babu Shaw.
Khan of the one Khan. He that gathereth in the summer is a wise son, but he that sleepeth in harvest is a son that causeth shame.
He that sleepeth in harvest is a son that causeth shame, man. I'm telling you, like another thing for this, like let's say you've got a job and you can put in the hours. Sometimes put in the hours, man, and save your money, because now's harvest where you can make the money. There's gonna come a time where you might not be at that job no more, and you need to have money saved, man. Use wisdom with everything, every part of your life. Like even with your work life, save some money, man. Like, don't get paid on Wednesday and blow it on a Wednesday. Save some money, man. Harvest when there's overtime and you're available and you can do it and you're not tired. Go do some overtime and save that money, because there's gonna come a time when what? You need that money. There's going to come a time, man. So lucky, go ahead. Also another time, work during harvest. This is what most people do. You have time to do exams. Most people don't do it, and then they want to do it the night before. Don't do that, man. When it's time to work, get that work done. You know, people leave essays to the night before. That right there is a bad habit, man. Don't leave your essays to the night before. Like even another thing, your camp speakings. Ideally, you don't want to leave those to the night before. You want to know your topic like a few days in advance. You want to go over your topic. You want to structure your topic. You don't want to be asleep, and then when you get the microphone, you don't know what you're saying. Listen, I know when you ain't studied your topic. This I can tell. So you ain't studied your topic. I can tell. When you ain't studied your topic, you might realize your mic time's a bit short. When you ain't studied your topic, you're just thinking, okay, no, your mic time might be a bit short. Listen, study those topics, man. Put them scriptures together in advance. In scripture breakdown, be asking questions like, oh, so this is my topic. How can I line up this with this? How can I say this? How do I present this? And do all of those things, man. Be wise with everything that you do. Be wise with every single thing that you do. What verse you have on?
Verse 6.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Khan one Khan. Blessings are upon the head of the just, but violence covereth the mouth of the wicked.
What does that actually? We'll come back to that part. Violence covereth the mouth of the wicked. We'll come back to that part, because as you read on, it lets you know what that means. But read that first part again.
Khan one Khan. Blessings are upon the head of the just.
Blessings are upon the head of the just, meaning those who live righteously. The Lord blesses them, man. Now, while it is, we think the Lord just blesses us with money, but no, man. We get blessed with the health, long life. So, okay, go ahead.
Khan one Khan. But violence covereth the mouth of the wicked. The memory of the just is blessed.
The memory of the just is blessed. What does that mean, Haban?
Like when they're unalived, their families are thinking of like good things to say about them. The people, they have a good reputation even in their death.
Yes, people speak good about them. My mother was a great woman. My father was a great man. They've done this. Yo, I love my parents, man. I miss them dearly. They done this. So, like, you go ahead.
Khan one Khan. But the name of the wicked shall rot.
The name of the wicked shall rot, man. Listen, some people go to some people's funerals and say, shit, he's in hell, man. You see, he shot such and such, man. Him there, shit, he used to sell drugs, man. Everybody at your funeral, there's hardly any tears, because people know that you lived a horrible life, man. Your name shall rot. The worst is one when people say, yo, I'm not surprised he's dead. You know that one? You say, why, how he lived? I'm not surprised he's dead. That's a horrible memory. Like you want people to mention your name and almost come to tears because of how great you are, man. You want people to be speaking about you for years to come. You want your grandkids to say, yo, my granddad, man. I used to go to my granddad's. You want the memories, them ones, about where when you go to your grandpa, listen, every time I used to go to my grandma's, man, I would leave with like a million things, man. My grandma's asking me, yo, take this bun home, take this home, take that home. Caribbean grandparents was, listen, man, I'm telling you, listen, I love my grandma till this day, man. Listen, you would go there, you're not leaving hungry, man. I'm telling you, you're not leaving hungry. She's even giving your friends food to take home, man. She's giving you ice cream containers with Corrigo in there and all of those kind of things. Biscuit container with Corrigo in there. Listen, I miss my grandma every single day, so lucky now. Now, there's somebody out there whose name is rotten, man. There's somebody out there where there's nothing nice you can say about them or him. Oh yeah, he shot such and such, so he deserved what he got, man. There's people out there where, you know, people don't care about them and all of those kind of things. You want to be someone whose name has a good memory. You don't want your name to rot. You don't want to leave a name of disgrace, man. A name of disgrace, and people look down and you're like, oh, he deserved what he got. You don't want your last picture of you on the news running around with firearms. You don't look good, man. You're running around living that kind of life. It don't look good, man. Right there, everyone be people in the comments saying this person deserved it. This person don't look good, man. I'm telling you, you don't want the name to rot. So lucky, go ahead, man.
Khan of the one Khan. The wise in heart will receive commandments, but a prating fool shall fall.
So now that right there means a wise man will receive commandments, meaning a wise person is teachable, man. Someone could be doing wrong. Someone could be doing wrong and they can be taught. There's a man out there that you can't teach. There's someone that ignores instructions. There's someone that ignores instructions, man. Like the wise in the heart will receive commandments. Now, have you ever come across, I don't know if you've ever been on a training course and the instructor's telling everyone what to do and showing them how to do it. And you got that one person that knows it. Oh, I know this already because I've done this before. And they make a million mistakes. Just shut up sometimes, man. Listen, if you're in here, you don't know nothing, man. Don't ever say, oh, because I know that scripture, because guess what? The breakdown that you're going to give of the scripture is going to be incorrect. And you know how stupid you look. Oh, yeah, because I know that. No, you don't know nothing, man. Sometimes receive instruction. If I tell you the scripture means A, and you accept it, man, don't be telling me, oh, yeah, I know the scripture, it means B, and it doesn't mean B. Sometimes you have to accept instructions, man. Even with your everyday life, you go to a job and you have to accept instructions, man. Like, you know what it is? This is what it is. Fake Israelites, this is what they do. They go to their job and they feel like they don't need to listen to their manager on the job. They feel like I don't need to listen to the manager on the job. You don't work like that, man. Listen, you've got a slavery, you go there, do your slavery and go home. You want to separate the two. Like, you have to separate how you live your life to how you behave. Like, say for instance, now you're an Israelite, of course, you're the chosen people of God. Now, does that mean you go to your slavery and you start screaming this at your slavery? No, man, that's not wisdom. Because why? You're going to be out of a job. You're going to be out of a job. And you sold them, you didn't save your money in the harvest period. And now you got no money, man. And then everyone's going to ask, well, what happened to your job? Oh, I told the manager he's the devil. And you think I'm going to give you you ain't getting a round of applause from me, man. You're going to get, how simple can you be, man? Go to your job and do your job. Sometimes people do things and think they're going to get a pat on the back and a round of applause. Nah. You might get push-ups, man. It's lucky. You might get push-ups and told to learn discipline. It's lucky. What verse you at?
Verse 9.
It's lucky. Go ahead.
He that walketh uprightly walketh surely, but he that hath perverted his ways shall be known.
Break that down for me, Haban.
I'm not sure.
All right, no, sir. Read it one more time.
Khan of the one Khan. He that walketh uprightly walketh surely.
Meaning a man that lives his life righteous, he walks around confident, man. Why does he walk around confident, Haban?
Because he's righteous. Because he knows what he's doing is good.
Give me some examples. Why does he walk around righteous? Well, confident. Why does he walk around surely?
Because he's not scared of like police and stuff.
That too, but bring it home for me. Give me some examples. Bring it home.
I'm not sure.
All right, read it one more time.
Khan another one. Khan. He that walketh uprightly walketh surely.
Yeah, man. He that walks surely. I'm gonna tell you why. Because he knows. Can't no white woman come and say, "Oh, he had sex with me."
Right.
Can't no one come and say, "Yo, he was selling drugs and smoking drugs with me." You walk around confident. Can't nobody expose you. Yeah, like IRL said. He said because you don't do nothing wrong. That's it, man. Can't no white woman come and say, "Look, he's got a bit. I'm pregnant and it's his baby." Now, if this was before the truth, obviously that's before the truth. But you can't. I've been in here for 5 years and she's saying she's 6 months pregnant. Some white woman saying she's 6 months pregnant with your baby. The timing of you being before you was in the school, the timing is not adding up, man. You can't walk. You can't walk surely. You're gonna say it's not yours. I'm gonna say yeah. You're gonna do a DNA test. I'm gonna say yeah. We do a DNA test. Turns out that's yours. Listen, man. So yeah, that's what it's talking about. He that walketh uprightly walketh surely. I mean, he's confident. Why? Because he ain't doing nothing wrong. Read the next part.
Khan another one. Khan. But he that perverteth his ways shall be known.
I bracket Allah Khan. He ain't worried because he follows the law. Yeah, that part there says, "He that walketh perverteth his ways shall be known." Now, Haban, break that down for me.
He that doesn't follow the law, or that breaks the law, it will come to light.
Yes, that's exactly what it means, man. There's a man that can walk uprightly, then there's a man that can't. Now there's a man that's sinning low-key, and then there's a man that can't. Then there's a man that can walk uprightly. Like there's a man where a woman can't look in your Amazon orders and see a pegging kit. No one will see. If a man that walks uprightly, there won't be a pegging kit in his Amazon orders. Like you won't see it. But a man that's perverse, he'll be showing you his phone like this, and you'll see it's meant to show you a picture of whatever, and you see a pegging kit. You have to act like you don't see it. If you act like you don't see it, you have to say, "Damn." You have to act like you don't see like what's going on there. There's a man that does all of those kind of things, and then there's a man that walks uprightly. There's a man that walks uprightly that can give you his phone and say, "Hey, just find a picture." Even though obviously sometimes a brother's gonna have pictures of his rib in there, so he's not gonna give you his phone. But listen, man, if I'm looking at my phone to show you a picture, you can't be too close to lock it.
Right, right.
Sometimes just show someone something in your phone and they're breathing over you like this. Take a step back until I find the picture, man. You gotta take a step back until I find you. I'm showing you, man. You can't be all up. Nah. I'll be like, damn. Sometimes you gotta take a step back, man. So like, what verse we at, Haban?
Verse 10.
Verse 10.
Calm.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
He that winketh with the eye causeth sorrow, but a prating fool shall fall.
What does that mean?
Would winketh with the eye be like lying or going against your word? But I'm not sure.
No, because it's all right then. So is it wrong to wink?
It depends on the context.
There you go. Sometimes a man can see a woman and look at her and wink to get her attention. So winking ain't a sin. So what's this talking about?
I'm not sure.
All right, so winking with the eye in this context is people that use like deceptive ways to do certain things, like secretive things, deceptive ways, deceptive behavior, or communicating evil intentions. So like say for instance, how can I put it? It's kind of like people who manipulate others behind the scenes and do secret things like that. Be like me coming to you up and saying, "Yo, I'm gonna give you the signal and we're gonna jump him." It's things like that. So that's what it's talking about. It's not talking about like you can't wink, but that's what it's talking about, like deceptive behavior. Because when you read another Proverbs, it lets you know, go in that same scripture, it goes, a man communicates with his hands, winks with his eyes, something with his feet. So it's letting you know, like, deceptive behavior. That's what this winking with the eyes talking about. Go ahead.
Canada one calm, but a prating fool shall fall.
And what's a prating fool?
Searched up, prating means to talk stupidly.
Yes. So sometimes you hear people just talking, and you're thinking, yo, you're talking too much now, man. Sometimes people will make us know, everyone know that they're a fool based on how much they're talking. You know a man by his words. And what I realized is a lot of people treat you based on like if three people treat you the same and none of them know each other, then you're giving them some kind of signal to treat you a certain type of way. So now if everybody bullies you, there's something that they see in you that shows that you can be bullied. Right. So sometimes you have to be like, okay, how do other people perceive me? So sometimes you have to be like, how do other people perceive me? Because people usually treat you how they perceive you. Now, Haban, if somebody attacks you or whatnot, in their mind, they believe you're attackable. Now, there's somebody that they wouldn't attack. So you have to say, all right, then why doesn't he try to bully him, but he tries to bully me? Sometimes you have to look at it like that. All right, then why does he try to bully? Why is he trying to bully me, and he's not trying to bully him? Or why is he comfortable doing these things around me and he's not comfortable doing it around him? You have to ask yourself, well, what do I show? Do I talk too much that makes them think they can do these things? Do I behave in a way that makes them think they can do this? Like, say, for instance, I'm a man where I'll be the calmest person ever, but if you overstep the mark and think you can bully me, you're going to learn fast that you can't. You're going to learn that we're talking about war. I'm the prince of it. You need to read on. There's war, and then there's the prince of war, which is me, Salaka. So sometimes you have to let people know, like, nah. You won't treat him like that. So why are you treating me like that? Sometimes you have to ask yourself. Listen, if you've had, like, say for instance, if you've had a few women and they all treat you the same way, which is bad, you have to ask yourself, what am I doing that makes them treat me this way? Now, if you're a woman and you've had men that all treat you bad, you have to think, well, what am I doing that's making them treat me this way? Sometimes it's not even them, it's you, it's what you show. It's how you talk, how you behave, it's what you show. Now, if every man's treating you like a whore, what are you doing that's making them treat you that way? If they don't know each other and they're all treating you that way, what are you doing that's making them treat you that way? Sometimes you have to ask yourself, maybe it's not them, maybe it's me. It's like, what verse you at?
Verse 11.
Yeah, go ahead.
Canada one Khan. The mouth of a righteous man is a well of life, but violence covereth the mouth of the wicked.
Now break that down for me.
The mouth of a righteous man is a well of life. So if they're following the laws, or if a man's in the school, it's good to listen to them because you'll get life, you'll get knowledge. But I'm not sure about
I need more on that first part you broke down. I need more.
Is a well of life.
I need more. Bring it home for me. You're close. What you're saying is correct. Maybe I'm just difficult. Maybe I'm difficult, but so go ahead.
Is it if, like, you come in for advice, you should go to the righteous man because they're more likely to steer you away from the violence that the wicked person would bring you to?
So what does it mean? A righteous person words bring life.
Bring.
Just think about when you're having a bad day and you speak to a brother that gives you encouragement. You might be like, you know what? I'm gonna walk out of this job, man. Brother might say, Haban, man, you need the paper, man. Don't walk out of the job. Forget them devils, man. You ain't there for them. Don't worry about them. Just go work and get your money. Just remember, man, they ain't your brothers, they're your colleagues, man. We your brothers. Just go there, give them their 8 hours, and that's it, man. Don't let that job get to you, man. You're better than that, man. A woman left yet? Yo, forget her, man. What? You think God stopped making women when he made her? What? You think there wasn't 8 billion other women on the planet? Yo, you're a young brother, you're a young fly brother, man. You don't need her, man. What she left you? Let's just wait and see. The next man she ain't getting no next man better than you. Why? Because you're a man of God. The next man she's gonna get is gonna be some drug dealer, and don't worry, she's gonna live happily for about 5 minutes, man. Don't sweat her, man. She ain't even nice anyway, man. When you was with her, I was looking at her like, yo, Haban, you can do so much better than her, man. You're the prize, man. Forget that. You're the prize, man. You're the catch. Get her, man. Any woman that don't see you as the prize and the catch, she ain't worth your time, man. She ain't on your level, man. Come on, man. Look at you, man, a priest of God, and you're crying over that. Nah, man, you're better than that, man. Get her. Let's go get some. Let's go get you. Let's go get a next woman, man. Guess what? You see that woman there? She's the same. Look at her. That one you had is the same as all of them, man. Get her, man. That right there is you'll hear that and you'll feel better about yourself. Because sometimes a woman can leave her, man, and that brother's so upset he don't want to wake up in the morning, man. He wakes up in the morning and is looking at her Instagram, Haban. She's unfollowed him on Instagram, and he's seen her followers go up and down. He's thinking, shit, maybe she's following the new man. Maybe she's following the new man. And then, get me, where you can get a brother to say, oh, don't sweat her, man. She's just going to open her legs to somebody else. Who even cares, man? A brother can, give you advice and encouragement. You can be sitting down in the dumps. A brother can say, no, man, just come to class, man. Everything will work itself out, man. Everything will work itself out. And that would be a well of life to a man that needs it. Counseling those things is a well of life to a man that needs it. Now break down the next part.
But violence covereth the mouth of the wicked.
What does it mean? Violence covereth the mouth of the wicked.
I'm not sure.
Come on, Haban, you're close. Just think, if the first part is a well of life, what's the other part? It all ties in the same context. On the opposite side, though.
If you went to counsel, you're gonna do something stupid.
No.
If you go to that wicked man.
No. That there. Yeah. So violence, when it says violence covereth the mouth of the wicked, now the wise man gives you words of encouragement and tells you good things. The violence that covereth the mouth of the wicked is all they think about is telling you to do evil stuff and all of that's what it's talking about. So it says violence covers the mouth of the wicked. The first man, his mouth's a well of life. So now break down violence covereth the mouth of the wicked part. Break down that for me.
A wicked man will tell you to go unalive the boss because he fired you or go.
Yes. Yes, that's exactly what it's talking about. Well, it is, because this is written in Old English. A lot of it sounds difficult, but when you actually understand the context of what it's all saying, then that's what it's talking about. So the first part matches the second part. I see now. See, Haban, now when you look at it now, you can't unsee it, right?
Yeah.
See, so that's what I'm saying. You can't unsee it now. So the first part is a righteous man's mouth is a well of life, meaning it gives you wisdom, encouragement. Violence covereth the mouth of the wicked, meaning all that comes out of their mouth is evil, man. All that comes out of their mouth is evil and wickedness. Yo, what? That woman left you because you didn't have enough money. Go sell drugs to get her back, man. And then what do? Sell drugs and get yourself robbed by a new boyfriend. Imagine this. You get now you've left the Lord to go sell drugs to get her back. Now the Lord ain't with you, and the new boyfriend's bullying you. The Lord ain't gonna help you, man. The Lord ain't with you, man. You've left the way of the Lord to go sell drugs. Now the new man's punking you, man. Whereas you could have just let her go listen to the wise counsel and whatnot. Rocket Allah said Proverbs 16:24. Let me hear that one, Haban. I believe that's the same one as this. It's just in more context, because a lot of Proverbs, it's like Solomon was sometimes when you tie your kids the same things like a million different ways. So Proverbs, that's what Proverbs is like. It's telling us. Sometimes you read some Proverbs thinking, hold on, didn't I go over this already? You start thinking, maybe you start thinking, maybe I've read this before, and you have. It's just that you just words it in different ways. Lucky, go ahead.
Another one, Proverbs chapter 16, verse 24. Pleasant words are as an honeycomb, sweet to the soul, and health to the bones.
Yep. And listen, man, health to the bones, meaning you could be down in the dark. Honeycombs is something sweet. You could be going through something. The brother just says the right words at the right time. And then you'd be like, yo, I needed to hear. You know, when people say I needed to hear that, usually women say that I needed to hear that. I needed to hear that. And that's like righteousness to their bones, man. Well, that's like fattening to their bones. It gives them life, because a righteous man's mouth is a well of life. And then violence covereth the mouth of the wicked. Sometimes you need to know when to talk, when not to talk. Take me back to Proverbs 10. Listen, sometimes you can speak to a brother and you can end up leaving being uplifted, feeling good, feeling right. You can leave like that, man. Feeling great, like, yo, I needed to hear those words, man. And then you can go do better with your life. Or a man can tell you some nonsense, man. And you end up worse. Let's let you go ahead.
Another one, verse 12. Hatred stirreth up strifes, but love covereth all sins.
Break that down for me.
If you have hatred, you're more likely to start fights or to start arguments.
Yes.
But if you on the loving thing, you're not gonna start arguments with people over simple disputes.
Yes, so 100%. So yes, this is a brotherhood scripture. It says hatred stir up strifes. So now you got issue with a brother and you hate him. There's gonna be arguments because you're gonna hate the way he walks, the way he talks. You're gonna hate everything he does. It says, but love covereth all sins. So now if two friends have a disagreement, one can hold a grudge and keep bringing up what they've done in the past, and then they look for opportunities to keep arguing, or the other one says, you know what, let's go to council and let's just squash it and leave it here. That one covers all sins. Because now, if you hate a brother, the day is going to come where you're going to end up killing him, man. The day is going to come where you're going to end up killing him, or he's going to end up killing you. And then that's the sin. Now, if you just, go to council and say, you know what, I'm going to let it go. And sometimes during arguments, when you're angry, sometimes you have to be quiet, because why? You might say something that you don't mean. And then afterwards, you might feel bad. But then some things you say, it can't be undone. Like he can't forget what you said. Now, he might forgive you, but then it's just always in the air that, yo, that's how you felt about me. And so sometimes you have to be angry and say, you know what, I'm just going to be quiet. Sometimes you have to be like, you know what, I know how my mouth works. I'm going to say something I don't mean, so let me be quiet. So sometimes you have to know, yeah, let me just be quiet. Lucky, go ahead.
Another one, verse 13. In the lips of him that hath understanding, wisdom is found, but a rod is for the back of him that is void of understanding.
Break that down for me.
One who has understanding, wisdom is found, but a rod is for the back of him that is void of understanding. But the one who doesn't have understanding.
Sorry, say that again. You cut out.
The one who has understanding, you're gonna get wisdom from him, and you're gonna get righteousness and what to do. But someone who doesn't have understanding or doesn't have righteousness, you're gonna get. We're talking about rod, so you're gonna get why? Talking about. but you're gonna get. It's like a whipping or a whip, so you're gonna get hurt or end up in some problems or end up getting
Yeah.
punished.
Yes. Meaning, for someone that don't listen, for someone that despises wisdom, there's a punishment for it. Meaning, you get punished, and like Rocky Allah said, hold on, who can't hear must feel. So now, I'm looking for something specific. So here it says, in the lips of him that have understanding, wisdom is found, but a rod is for the back of him that is void of understanding. Now, how can I give it to you without breaking it down? Let me see. Shit, I give nothing to no one, so lucky. But how can I? How can I break it? How can I break it down? In the lips of him that have understanding, wisdom is found, but a rod is for the back of him that is void of understanding. All right, say for example, let me give you. All right, the law. All right, the law. Haban, how would you break this down using the law?
You break the law, you'll get punished.
Yep, and the law is made for who? Go ahead.
Made for Israel. Made for man.
No, because the law ain't for a righteous man. So the law is for
the wicked, void of understanding.
Yes, because the Bible says the law is not made for a righteous man. So here where it says, in the lips of him that have understanding, wisdom is found, that's a righteous man. Now you see how the rod, you see how the rod and the beating stick ain't made for a child that behaves. It's made for a child that misbehaves. So the law and these and this rod right here is made for someone that can't follow instructions, for someone that misbehaves. That's what it is. Like the law is made for those that say, for instance, a man that drives at the speed limit is 30 miles per hour. A man that drives at 29 miles per hour, that speed limit is not made for him. That speed limit is made for a man that likes to drive above that speed limit. It's not made for a man that drives at 29 miles per hour. Same like a righteous man, the law is not made for him. The law was made for a man that's disobedient, that likes to break the law. Then punishments was for him. Those punishments weren't for a righteous man. Like this rod right here ain't for for someone that listens and learns from their mistakes and does things the right way. Beatings is made for people that don't listen, man. Like even with your parents, when they would beat you half to death, even though it's wrong, and they learned it from slavery to them, punish you how the white man does with the way they Caribbean parents go overboard with the beatings. That weren't made for a kid that behaves. That's more made for a kid that misbehaves. Lucky, what verse you at?
Verse 14.
Go ahead.
Khan of the one Khan. Wise men lay up knowledge, but the mouth of the foolish is near destruction.
What does that mean?
Is that basically saying smart people, like wise men? So like people like your father, if he's wise, he'd give you knowledge in the world of the world, but the mouth of the foolish. So if you go to a foolish man for advice, you're gonna end up in destruction.
No. So basically, when it says wise men lay up knowledge, meaning people that are wise keep learning throughout life. They listen and they learn and they apply. But when it says the mouth of the foolish is near destruction, meaning they speak recklessly. Like when someone says you're reckless, a fool is reckless with their mouth. The near destruction meaning their mouth will put them in problems. And you'll find that most people's mouth is what puts them in problems. Most people run their mouth so much, that's where the problems come from. Now, some people listen, and become more capable and ask questions and learn. But a man that don't listen, his mouth is near destruction, man. A man that's a fool will tell you he can do something and he can't. Until you let him do the job and you realize he can't do it. Listen, man, this verse is basically saying, yo, we need to keep growing and learning, man. And don't assume you know everything. Because there's some people out there that think they know everything and they know nothing. People out there that think they know everything, the truth is they don't know a thing, man. Yes, Lucky, go ahead.
Khan of the one Khan. The rich man's wealth is a strong city. Destruction of the poor is their poverty.
So break that down for me.
Is that literal?
Yes.
Khan. So like, if you see the white man's kingdom wealthy through his army, through everything that he has in his city and through his family, but you see the destruction of the poor.
What is a strong city?
A sh-
All right, so a strong city has what?
Walls, protection.
Yes. So a strong city has protection, and a rich man's wealth is what to him? Same thing as the strong city.
Is his protection.
Yes. So a rich man's wealth is his strong city. So a rich man's money is his protection. Now read the next part.
Khan one Khan. The destruction of the poor is their poverty.
What's that talking about?
So because they're poor, they have no protection.
Yes.
So now Khan.
So now in context, all right, let me give you an example. Let's say two people lose their jobs and one of them has savings to live off and the other one doesn't. What happens?
The one that has savings can carry on living, have enough time to get a new job and whatever, and the other one has to basically turn to crime or ends up in extreme poverty.
Yes. So that's what it's talking about. Now, a rich man, he can lose his job and, he's got enough savings and money to keep him going till he gets the next one. A poor man don't have the option, man. So now, what should we learn from this scripture, Haban?
Use your money wisely.
Yes, and save. You want to save. That's what you want to do, man. You don't want to blow all your money, because now, sometimes if you lose a job, you want to have some form of protection, meaning have a bit of money put down. That's what you want. You want a bit of money put down, and you don't want to have no money whatsoever. Because having no money whatsoever means now you can't pay your rent, can't pay for your car. So you want to have some money put down. You don't want to blow all your money, because when you fall on hardship, you want to have like a strong city, which is, protection for a little bit, because sometimes it's hard to get jobs. So okay, go ahead.
Khan of the one Khan. The labor of the righteous tendeth to life, but the fruit of the wicked to sin.
All right, so now break that down for me, Haban.
I'm not sure.
All right, so now the labor of the righteous tendeth to life, meaning what the righteous get their pay, they do the right thing with it, man. They'll pay their tithes and everything else that they need to pay. They tendeth to life, meaning their wages is spent on righteous things. And then the fruit of the wicked to sin, meaning a man gets paid and buys drugs. A man gets paid and buys prostitutes. Like, where your money goes depends on what your mind's on. So where your mind is where your money will go. So someone that don't pay their tithes, their mind is not on the load. Someone that don't pay their tithes, but wants to go out doing everything else, that's what they love and what their mind's on. So that's what they love, and that's what their mind's on. So okay, go ahead.
Khan of the one Khan. He is in the way of life that keepeth instruction, but he that reproof error.
Person that serves the Lord is on the right path. Person that serves the Lord and accepts instruction, he's on the right path. Now, he that refuses reproof is going to go wrong, man, because he don't like correction. So he's going to refuse, and he's going to do what's right to him. He's going to refuse righteousness. He's going to do everything wrong, man. He's going to do everything wrong. He's going to think he knows it all till it ends up in some deep problems and realizes he doesn't know it all. Yes, Lucky, go ahead.
Khan. He that hideth hatred with lying lips, and he that uttereth a slander is a fool.
Break that down for me.
He that hideth hatred with lying lips. So if someone's like, they say they don't hate you, but they hate you behind your back.
Yes.
And obviously behind your back, they're going to be uttering slander, so they're going to be talking crap about you.
Yes. So to your face, they're going to pretend they're all pally with you, and then behind your back, they're going to be talking some garbage, man. And not like they're all pally with you, and then behind your back, they're going to be telling people lies and a slander, spreading rumors. Listen, man, especially at work, we all come across colleagues like that, man. Act like they like you. Behind the scenes, they're trying to get you fired, man. Behind the scenes, they're trying to get you fired. I realize with slaveries, some of your colleagues, you want to keep them as far away as possible. You want to keep them as a colleague, because once you start telling them your personal life and like what so much people do, end up getting themselves fired. You want to keep them, a lot of them, as far away as possible, man. Especially if they're not in the truth, and especially if they're not of your race. You want to keep them as far away as possible. Slucky, go ahead.
Khan. In the multitude of words, there wanteth not sin, but he that refrain his lips is wise.
Break that down for me. Ira, listen, we getting back on the history next week. Well, it's had a slight issue with my laptop, so getting the PowerPoint. But listen, we're back on the heavy hitting history next week. Lord allow. Go ahead, Habon.
Is it saying it's better to keep quiet than just? It says he that refraineth his lips is wise, so it's better to keep quiet if you're obviously upset. In the multitude.
Yes. Well, what's the first part? What's the first part mean when it says in the multitudes of words there wanteth not sin?
I don't know.
All right, no sweat. So now, because it's Old English, so read it again.
Khan. In the multitude of words there wanteth not sin.
So basically what this is saying, in the multitudes of words there wanteth not sin, meaning when you say so many words, there's no lack of sin. So what does that mean? Come on.
There is no lack of sin.
All right, let me give you an example. What happens if, let's say, you're just talking so much? What can happen if you keep talking?
You say something that the other person doesn't like.
Yes, that's exactly what it's talking about. So it's saying don't talk too much, because if you talk too much, there wanteth not sin, meaning if you keep talking, there's no lack of sin. You're going to mess up with what you say because you're speaking so much. So it's saying basically, how we would say it today is you're going to speak so much till it becomes sin or till you offend somebody. Because the more you speak, the more words you're saying, the more ways you can offend someone. Now, you can't offend somebody if you don't speak. So that's what that's basically saying. And then the next verse, it says, but he that refraineth his lips is wise, meaning a man that don't overtalk, a man that don't keep talking, a man that knows when to talk and when not to talk, refrains. A man that keeps his mouth closed ain't is less likely to sin. So now if you keep talking, you're more likely to offend someone because you're obviously just spewing a multitude of words out your mouth. So you're going to offend someone eventually. So Solomon's saying to his son, like, look, man. Solomon's saying to his son, like, yo, refrain from talking so much. Let me ask you a next question, Haban. When we're reading Proverbs and it talks about women have destroyed many kings and whatnot, why does it say that? Like, why does it mention kings every minute in Proverbs?
Because that's like a high stature.
Nope. So when you read Proverbs, it will be always like, yo, women have brought down many kings. Kings have done this. Kings have done that. Why does it keep mentioning kings in the book of Proverbs?
If they can take down kings, they can take down normal people.
Nope. Even though that's true, but that's not why. See, it's simple. I'm gonna tell you why. You know why? Because Solomon was speaking to his son who was next to be king.
Oh yeah.
So that's why he's telling his son, yo, because women have took down many kings. So that's why he always says it. Women have took down many kings and so forth. So Solomon's explaining game to his son, who's next in line to be king. He's explaining game to his son and so forth. So this right here is like when King James was sitting down. I can't remember what the book's called now. I never remember the name. Yeah, Basilicon Duran. Is Duran. Something along them lines. So King James was doing the same thing, talking about, yo, because a king shouldn't do this, a king shouldn't do that. Same thing Solomon did, same thing King James did. So like what verse you have on?
Verse 20.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Khan of the one Khan. The tongue of the just is a choice silver. The heart of the wicked is little worth.
Go ahead.
The lips of the righteous feed many, but fools die for want of wisdom.
What does that mean?
As in, if you speak the truth, you're gonna change a lot of lives, like the ISUPK changed a lot of lives.
Yes.
But fools die for want of wisdom. So like if you go into anywhere outside of the ISUPK, they're gonna keep looking for wisdom. Like you got Egyptologists keep looking for different words and for meanings, and it means nothing. And
so what you're saying is fools die because they want wisdom.
Khan.
So all right, what this means, fools die because they lack wisdom. So it says for want of wisdom is lack. It's like in Old English. So the first part, the lips of the righteous feed many. So it's meant. So how we would talk today would say, but fools die for a lack of wisdom, meaning a man dies because he don't know it's wrong to sell drugs. A man dies because he don't know it's wrong to sleep with somebody else's wife. So they lack wisdom. So the things that they do causes them to die. But well, it's because this is Old English. That's why it's written like that. But yeah, they lack wisdom. So that's why fools die. Because they have a lack of wisdom and they do they do some of the dumbest things ever. Let me ask you a question. If Solomon was the wisest man in the world, how did he sin?
For want of wisdom.
Now this is a separate question. I just want to know how you would answer it. If Solomon's the wisest man in the world, how did he sin?
By breaking the laws.
But how would you break it down to someone that asks you that? How did he sin with all this wisdom?
he went against God's laws, so it caused him to.
You're onto it, but you have to give me in a way where somebody outside the truth can understand. Ira said married heathen women, but that too. But if someone says to you, if Solomon was the wisest man in the earth, how did he sin? Now, I know he married heathen women, but I'm saying if someone asks you if he's the wisest man in the world, how did he sin? Like, how would you answer it? Because some smart ass will ask you, well, if Solomon was so wise, how did he sin? So how would you answer it, Haban?
I'm not sure. Aside from he broke the law.
All right, so you're right, but answer it in a way where someone on the street could understand. Bracket Allah said he let go of wisdom. La'ah, he didn't let go of wisdom because all right, you're close, but everyone's around the answer. All right, no, sir. I give it to you for time. I'll give you in the simplest terms possible. Now, because some people say, how can Solomon sin if he's meant to be the wisest man in the world? Listen, just because you have the wisdom, it don't mean you don't sin. Why? Because there's a man out there that knows it's wrong to sell drugs. He has the wisdom to know it's wrong to sell drugs. And what does he still do, Haban?
Sell drugs.
There you go. Solomon's got the wisdom to know he shouldn't be dealing with these women, but what does he do? Still deals with them. Just because you got wisdom, it don't mean you're not going to sin. There's a difference between like every drug dealer. Listen, Haban, every drug dealer you know has wisdom. What they're doing is wrong. Why? Because they plan to avoid the feds and hide the drugs everywhere. Because they know shit. The feds is coming. I better hide these drugs. They have the wisdom to know what they're doing is wrong, but they still do it. Same way Solomon had the wisdom to know what he was doing was wrong, and still did it, man. Don't let a Christian will try to trip you up. Not Christian, I mean an unbeliever will try to trip you up with those silly questions. You say, well, Solomon had all this wisdom, so why did he sin? And then you say to them, well, do drug dealers not wrong to sell drugs? They're gonna say yes. They're gonna say, do you still do it? They're gonna say yes. Say, okay, so you're saying drug dealers have the wisdom to know it's wrong, but still do it. And he's gonna say yes. Same thing with Solomon, man. He's got the wisdom to know something's wrong. And sometimes you don't always follow the wisdom that listen, when you was young, Haban, your parents would tell you don't do this, and I shouldn't do it, but you do what you want to do anyway. You have the wisdom to know right and wrong, and we still decide to do wrong. It's the same thing. But as lucky, go ahead.
Khan of the one Khan, verse 22. The blessing of the Lord, it maketh rich, and he addeth no sorrow with it.
What does that mean?
The blessing of the Lord is if you follow the laws, you'll have a good life. You'll be rich. You'll have a good family.
Not all the time, because you can serve the Lord and you can have children that ain't in the truth. So not all the time. So now it says, the blessing of the Lord, it maketh rich, and he had no sorrow with it. Break that down for me. In short, it means basically you do things the right way, and the Lord blesses you with what he blesses you with. And what does it mean? And he had no sorrow with it.
I'm not sure about that part.
All right, so when he says, and he had no sorrow with it, a drug dealer sells drugs and he has sorrow with it, man, because he knows what he's doing is wrong. He will sell drugs in here that the person he sold drugs to is dead now. He has sorrow with it, man. Everything they do illegally, they have sorrow with it. Why do they have sorrow with it? Why? Because they know the police might come kick the door off one day. The person's family member might come kill them one day. You're righteous, doing things the right way, doing things the honest way. You don't have no sorrow with yours. Why? Because you got it the right way. You know when people say things like blood money. Now, man, that gets blood money is tons of sorrow with it, man. Give me an example who got riches and it came with sorrow in the Bible.
Judas.
Yes, Judas got money and it came with sorrow, man. Whereas there was a man out there that worked, did things the right way, and it came with no sorrow. That's lucky. What verse you at?
Verse 23.
Hold on, let me see if you need these. What time is it? Actually, yeah, go ahead.
Canada one Khan. It is as sport to a fool to do mischief.
So meaning a fool treats wrongdoings like entertainment, man. Like you know who likes to do mischief? These pranksters. So everyone will watch them pranks like the funny, but all of these, they like to do mischief for entertainment. Some of you pranksters are gonna get yourself hurt one day, man. Like I've seen people go up to men and their wives. Listen, you like to do mischiefs and you think it's funny. You think it's funny. A wise man would say, nah, man, you can't be playing those games with people. You know why you shouldn't play those games with people? You don't know what kind of day that person's had. You don't know if that person's just lost a parent that morning, man. And you're coming up with your camera doing a prank. Listen, if I lost a parent that morning, Haban, and you're coming up and doing a prank, you're meeting my parent that night, so lucky. I'll tell you, your prank is going to make you meet them that night. Be careful who you play with. A lot of these pranks, they go overboard, man. They go overboard. I seen one where a man sprays a hose pipe on people. Imagine you're shopping and a man soaks it with a hose pipe, man, and you're telling him stop and he's just holding the hose pipe on you. You don't know if that's that man's only pair of clothes. You don't know if that man's got an interview. Imagine you got an interview and a man soaks it with a hose pipe, man. Listen, Abban, imagine if you was the poor man in that scripture that lost all his money because you lost your job, and now you've got an interview and someone soaks you up with water. And see, a prankster don't know what kind of day you had. And they're playing all these games, man. Some of you pranksters have to be careful. This is what you pranksters should do. Come in here, sit in these seats and get wisdom, man. And learn not to prank people because not everybody's playing games with you. Yes, Lucky, go ahead.
Khan, but a man of understanding hath wisdom.
A man of understanding has wisdom, and a man of understanding understands. Now, I'm not going to do these cruel pranks, man. Some of these pranks are cruel. I'm not going to do them. A man of understanding understands that. A man with no understanding, he don't understand that.
Khan.
You know, we'll pick up this whenever if we don't get back into the history next week. So like, clap it up. That's the clap. For that game, I came everyone online. For that game, Haban, you guys, Lucky Haban, you can call it. Khan,
men of Israel, I'm Madiam Shabbat. I'm Madiam Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yad Yamatar, Sar, which means to turn. Men of Israel, I'm Madiam Shabbat. I'm Madiam Barak. Yahweh Shema, Yad Yamatar. Dismiss.
Shalom, Israel. We out of here. We'll be here tomorrow. Scripture breakdown. Shalom.